Well, he's supposed to be open right now. I came to the Outsiders bicycle shop because they're really close, and anyway, he's supposed to be open, so I'm not sure if he stepped out for lunch or something. It is actually, it's 1:47, so it wouldn't be, I mean, it could be lunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to an outdoor supply shop, which is on the other side of town where I was yesterday, and try and pick up the climbing gear, the rappelling rings. I'm still looking for that. Decathlon didn't have them, so I did find a spot that most likely has them, but they were closed yesterday when I showed up. So I'll get there, and then I'll come back and try and use him. Like I said, he's the Outsiders bicycle shop. He has good ratings, and hopefully he works on cheap bicycles too. You know, not just more of the expensive ones. I just need the brake pads anyway. And brake pads are brake pads. Knox outdoor equipment. Ooh, a proper store. Nice. It's nice to say have a proper. Oh, these are nice. These are some of my favorite cutting for preparing food. These are awesome. They're lightweight and they're very nice. Hello, brother. I'm looking for rappelling rings. Rappelling rings. Well, they don't have the rappelling rings. So that's okay. I'll just keep searching for it. Like I said, I can still tie off my hammock the old classic way. The old classic way, you know, the way I've always been doing it. It's just I stumbled across a YouTube video. I'll try and put a link to the video I saw in the description, and yeah, it was a very good idea for like a quick setup and quick release system for the hammocks. So anyway, that's the only reason I'm looking for it. But this is a nice store. This really is a proper camping store with all the stuff you actually really need. So he didn't have the actual rappelling rings, but you can see why I came over here. I mean, it's like right there, look at that. If you're carrying something like that, then you know that's for high mountain, high altitude. So anyway, he suggested actually going to the rock climbing gym, and I just gave him a call, and they said they do actually carry equipment for sale. So I just thought they were a gym. So they are 7.6 kilometers away, but I came 5 kilometers out here, so total trip 12 kilometers. That's not too bad. So yeah, so I'm gonna head over there. It's Camp 5 climbing gym, and after that I'll see if what I can do about my brakes. And it's another day of errands, and I'm gonna squeeze something in, like a park or something if I can, just to make all this halfway interesting. Anyway, okay, next thing's next. Oh, by the way, I did buy something here. My Sawyer live straw, or my Sawyer water filter is not good, so I bought a live straw. a high flow rate one, because the one I have is something I had to settle for in Japan, which was the Sawyer low flow rate. So although it's a bigger purchase, it's water. Like I said, I'm not so concerned about food and stuff, but when it comes to water, as long as you can have water, you can survive a long time without food, but you can't without water. So I got a Life Straw, which is a good brand, high flow rate with the back flusher. This time I'm not going to throw away the back flusher because that was my problem with the Sawyer. So yeah, but this still comes up with the problem with the only fitting standard water bottles, and the water bottles here in Malaysia are not standardized. They're different than the ones in the United States. So if you buy like a Pepsi bottle or Mountain Dew bottle or something like that, it has the right screw on for these. So anyway, I'm gonna have to replace my water filter, but that's a must-have, I think, in your backpack, because I've used it before and I'll use it again for sure. All right, guys. Oh, how much was this? It was 179 ringgit, so it comes out to about 40 bucks, somewhere around there, 40 something. So, but it's worth the investment. This is something that is a must in my backpack, and it should be yours if you're traveling a lot in the country. All right, that's all. These are the employees. Hello. And the owner. Hello, YouTube. So drop by their shops. They're friendly and they got good gear. They actually have decent gear. So, all right, guys. So unfortunately, I've had to go down several one-way streets the wrong way just because there's no way of navigating these roads. So I know the people of Malaysia of KL that's driving, and I've gone by them. They must really love me. You got to do what you got to do. Like this. No pedestrians, right? So I'm down here at the River of Life during the daytime now. And Doug from Planet Doug had a question about the painting that's on this building and asked if any of it was new. And because it was a night shot that I had before. And it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like there's anything new. It looks like it's still the original. I don't have anything to go off of though. I haven't seen it before. And the work they're doing down here, I do believe it's on the building itself. And all the paint is original. So, yeah. So anyway. As I was going by, I saw this and I decided to stop because that was a question that he brought up, if they were actually painting more stuff in it, and it doesn't look that way at all. This all looks original. Like I said, it was just probably the lights reflecting off the wall made it pop out more. It's nice painting though. Alright, I'm off and running, guys. I want to try and get over there. It's getting late in the evening and I don't want them to close their doors on me. Alright, we made it to Camp 5, the climbing gym for the rock climbing. Hello, brother. I'm just here to buy some equipment.
Sorry?
Just buy some
Oh
equipment.
yeah, you want to take a look?
Yes. Sorry, I don't know if I... I'm just looking for the basics here. So. Here we go. Here's the Caribbean. $25 is quite expensive. And I'm actually looking for the repelling rings.
Repelling ring, the 8. Repelling ring.
Yeah, just the round rings. Let's see.
Repelling ring?
I see the carabiners. I don't see the actual rings.
Yeah, we don't have that repelling ring.
You don't have the repelling rings? Ah,
Usually
no.
we just sell equipment for indoor a lot.
Okay.
Outdoor we just sell like the quick draw.
The quick draw, yeah, and the carabiners, and yeah, I'm actually looking just for the rings. Okay. Okay, you're the best bet. All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Too bad. Can I look real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll show you what the gym looks like since I'm already here. And I get to actually peek at it too. So, man, they were the best bet. Oh, it's nice. It's a nice stretch. Yeah, it's a nice gym. Unfortunately, they just don't have the rings that I'm looking for, so it's 2 strikes so far for me. So they have the carabiners, but they're a little expensive, so. But anyway, all right, next thing's next. Hey, thank you, brother.
All right.
Well, it looks like even the walking route. Well, here's a guy on a bicycle. Let's see what he does. So I guess that's the direction I'm going. Crazy town. Look at this mess. How do you figure any of this out? All right, this is the last place I'm going. Strike after strike after strike. No luck today on anything. So I'm going to Velocity Cyclist to see if they have the see if they just have brake pads I can buy and do the work myself. Supposedly I'm told they probably only carry higher end stuff, so it depends on what the price is. So I got to get something accomplished today. And now I got to look for them. I hate being in malls all the time. Another mall. No. Okay, well, the place doesn't exist. Well, if it did, it doesn't now. I asked security, she said temporarily closed. I double checked on the inside. They said with the vendors, and they said no, they've never even heard of it. So I don't know how long it's been shut, but it's no longer there. So to recap, I went to Outsiders Bikes today to get my brakes fixed, but he was closed. I ate something, came back, he was still locked up. So that's strike one. I decided to go get the repelling rings at the best place that I thought I could. So I went out to X-Knox or whatever. He didn't have it, even though he had a very good store. I'll say he did have a very good store. He just didn't have it. He advised me to actually go over to Camp 5, which was the repelling gym. And I called ahead on that one, and they said they did have it. They did have the carabiners, and I'm pretty sure they also said they had the repelling rings. But they didn't. They just had the carabiners for a hefty price, too. $25, 100 ringgit for a carabiner is a little too pricey for me. So 5 kilometers one way, 7 kilometers the other way, just to strike out again. So that's strike 3. We're gonna have more than 3 strikes though in this game. And hopefully I was thinking about picking up the brakes and doing it myself here at Velocity Cyclist, and they don't exist. So that's a lot of running around and not getting anything accomplished. Absolutely big old fat 0 for the day. That's why I don't like shopping. But these are errands. I'm trying to get my brakes fixed. That's not really shopping. And the carabiners, yeah, okay, that's kind of shopping. But yeah, guys, this is just a terrible, to me, it feels like a wasted day. So I don't know. I guess I'll try and hit the Outsiders tomorrow. Hopefully he was probably just sick or something today, or taking a long lunch, and hopefully he'll be around tomorrow. He's close to my hostel, so hopefully I'll have luck then. All right, guys, I'm gonna go find something to film. So the Explorer where I'm staying actually has been doing a major facelift here. Hey guys. And they're actually opening a restaurant. They've been doing a lot of work here. And yeah, so it's actually, they got the outside set up right here. And they, yeah, it's, let me show you the inside real quick.
Rice biryani. Rice biryani.
Ah, rice. That's awesome. Nice. Look at that. And then they got the dining. I'm not sure if you guys remember when I came in here. This was all like cluttered and stuff. But yeah, they got. I mean, they're about ready to open. And yeah. So, for you guys that do know the area, there's going to be a restaurant opening up here real soon, within like the day or so. Let me find out. Hey, when is the restaurant actually going to open?
It's today also they were open already. Today is the opening day.
Oh, today was the opening day.
Yeah, today is the just open.
Okay, so the people can come then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's cool. So yeah, today was the opening day. So if you guys are in the area, want to check them out, eh?
Yeah.
So if you want to check them out, come down to the Explorer, guys. You know, it's just a shameless plug because I've been watching like all the work that they've actually been putting in. And when you improve the restaurant, you improve the whole hostel, right? So. Hey guys, they saw me recording, so they hooked me up with some rice beef and yeah, a little lime on it with a coffee. So I don't mind getting hooked up with some free food. Oh wow, that's really good. Awesome. So now you guys know of a new restaurant that's open. All right, I'm gonna get out after this and film some night stuff. All right, guys. So unfortunately, this is what happens when you do the walking route on Google Maps. You end up going down the wrong way on one-way streets, but the bridge I need to cross is right there. So yeah, no real choice. I'm going for Perdana Botanical Gardens. It's 8:45 right now. I mean, excuse me, it's 7:45 right now. And actually it is 8 o'clock even. Sorry. And like I said, sometimes you just gotta, I have to, you know, it's like when there's no option of actually crossing the street and getting on the other side, a small hop, even a long hop down a one way going the wrong way is sometimes your only choice. So I wish I didn't have to, but sometimes I do. But I know I'm taking the chance of actually getting a ticket for doing it. It's just one of those make it up as you go along routes. It's took a wrong turn somewhere, so I'm going back. Oh, it wants me to go down here. I don't know what this is. Let's figure that out. Oh, that's nice. Well, this park's turned out really cool. I know I haven't been saying anything, but that's my style sometimes. I just let the pictures and the scenery speak for itself. And if I'm not blabbing my mouth all the time, I can add in music. And trust me, I blab my mouth plenty. Anyway, yeah, this is a nice way to actually end a day that I felt that was very unproductive. You know, trying to run around doing errands and not really getting anything accomplished. This feels like a little maze. Like it's meant to be like a maze. I think it probably is. Now that's nice. And this is on the little island part. That the bridge that you saw earlier is actually on the opposite side. So that metal structure is the big canopy metal structure we were just going through. And I came from this direction and I was over there. So everything's actually very close to each other. Beautiful park, man. Anyway, I'm gonna snap a few pictures real quick. Alright, before the park closes, I should probably start getting going. Maybe complete a little more of the loop around. Because I do believe it closes at 2200 and it is 21:23. So, yeah, so it's almost 10 o'clock. Half an hour, closes at 10. Yeah. So, I got half an hour, I better hurry up. Cool little playground. That's a cool park. This is awesome. Wow, I wish I had a park like this when I was a kid. It's awesome. Alright, it's time to go home, guys. We're done with exploring for the day. It's probably not the smartest thing I do with a camera in my hand. Okay, made it over. That's water. Okay.
Swallow